The same for feed mills is very closely tied to the same for avian veterinary care. Maybe where you live you have a fantastic avian vet. Maybe they are incredibly knowledgeable of all things avian and specifically chickens. That has not been my experience. The very first vet that I went to close to 10 years ago when I started chickens, when I found an abandoned cockerel on my road that I decided to keep, he was sick. The vet there told me that he had avian flu. Not that that's not common, because it really is, but if she truly believed that he had avian flu, she would have had to report it. Instead, she gave me an antibiotic and told me to take him home. An antibiotic doesn't do anything for avian flu. And this was a farm vet too. My current chicken vet, which I do love tremendously, and she is knowledgeable. She has chickens, which I love about a vet. If I'm gonna take my chicken to go see you, you better fucking have your own chickens. I have a Merrick's positive flock, so I took one of my girls there when it was time to have her euthanized after battling her being sick, seeing her actually make a tremendous comeback using Chinese skull cap. But then she got mites and thing after thing happened and she wasn't pushing through anymore. That vet asked how I managed to keep her alive so long, and I told her what I had been doing, and she thought that was phenomenal, but she didn't know anything about Merrick's disease. She said, yeah, like the paralysis is Merrick's disease, and I explained to her about like the billions of different viruses there is of Merrick's disease, and they all can do something differently. In almost 2 years of sharing my experience about Merrick's disease, I've been contacted by hundreds of people asking me to help them, or do I think their chicken has Merrick's disease, and sometimes they do. Sometimes they find out that that wasn't what it was because they gave an antibiotic for something and suddenly they are back because they had tried giving maybe Corid and it turned out that it was coccidiosis. But they had taken their chicken to a vet and that vet said, yes, this is Merrick's disease, and it turned out that it wasn't. And a lot of people will call an entire flock learning that it's Merrick's disease, and if it was coccidiosis and you catch it in time, it's treatable. That was the long way of getting around to don't trust your vets. I mean, do your own research. Take what they say with a grain of salt, especially with birds.